தான் தெரியும். ஐயோவா கிராஸில் போட்டு க்ளோஸில் போயிடுவா. கிராஸில் அப்போ தான் அந்த போடியம்
Good morning to one and all. எனக்கு வேண்டும் வரங்களை இசைப்பேன் கேளார் கணபதி மனதில் சலனம் இல்லாமல் மதியில் இருளை தோன்றாமல் எனக்கு பொழுது என் மௌனத்திலே மந்தின இசையில் வேண்டும் கடவுள் செல்வம் 100 வயது இவையும் தரணி கடவாயே பார்க்கும் இடமெல்லாம் நீக்கமர நிறைந்திருக்கும் பரப்பொருளை வணங்கி விழாவினை துவக்குவோம். On behalf of Manindra Nayak Institute of Technology, I want a great platform here. Brilliant minds and passionate individuals are also here. Researchers are prepared to share their discoveries, ideas will flourish, fresh solutions to research challenges will be born. Guided by knowledge and driven by passion, let us create a symphony of knowledge and march forward to a well-advanced nation. Let's kick off the conference and look forward to the presentations and discussions. Once again, we welcome you all to our conference Icscan 2023. பொறுப்பிலே பிறந்து பின்னர் புகழிலே கிடந்து சங்கத்தை இருப்பிலே இருந்து வயது ஏட்டிலே தமிழ்ந்த பேர் திருலட்சம் பேருடையாம் இனியவர் எங்கள் தமிழ் தாயை வாழ்த்தி வணங்கி விழாவினை துவங்குவோம். To visit this auspicious occasion, may I invite the choir to invoke the Almighty with Tamil Thai. Everyone. Leadership is not about titles, positions, or flowcharts. It's about one life influencing another. Here is a leader who knows the way, shows the way, to give a red carpet welcome to everyone assembled. I take the pleasure of requesting our leader, beloved principal, to welcome the gathering.
Chief guest of today's program, Dr. Pondicherry. At present, he is an advisor at the University of China. He is a former vice chancellor of Anna University, and before that, he was the director of research of Anna University. Welcome to sir. And I like to extend my sincere warm welcome to all the participants and also students from various departments of our institution. I do the invitation conference Icscan. Since this conference, we have started conducting from the year 2014. Initially, it was started as National Level Conference (SCAN), Then from year 2017, we conducted this conference as an international conference with the support from IEEE. Conducting international conference, that too with the support of IEEE, is a very challenging process. So only very few institutions can conduct IEEE international conference. I am very proud to say that in Pondicherry region, ours is the only college which is conducting IEEE international conference. Every year, initially in the first 2 years when we started conducting this from 2017 till 2019, we have got approval from IEEE for presenting the papers maximum about 100. And after that, by considering our perfect conduction of this conference, effective conduction of this conference, IEEE, they have increased the number of papers which can be presented in the conference as 200. Now, last 2 years and also this year, we have got 200 papers which have to be presented. So particularly this year, we have got very good response. More than 500 papers we have received across the country and also from other places, other countries. So all these details Professor Valli will be sharing in their report. So with the excellent coordination by Dr. Valli and Professor Arun, this conference and also with the support of all the faculty members of the department, this conference is being conducted effectively in the institution. So for the participants coming from other side, it's my pleasant duty to give a brief introduction about our trust and also colleges. See, our college, Manakula Institute of Technology, was started in 2008, sponsored by Sri Manakula Educational Trust. Our trust was formed in the year 1998. Our first college was Minor Engineering College. So at present, we have got 13 institutions in our group. It's one of the reputed, very big group in Pondicherry and the surrounding regions. So in total, 17,000 students are studying in our group of institutions. So we have 3 engineering colleges. First college was Milam, second college is Manakula Engineering College. This is Manakula Institute of Technology. Then there is one medical college, Manakula Medical College. There is one nursing college. There is one BEd college. There is one polytechnic. Then last year, our chairman has started one state private university, Prashishila University, which is located here in Kerala. So our group is well known for providing good infrastructure, retaining good faculty team in all our institutions, maintaining good placement records, maintaining good academic records. Because of this, we have got very good reputation, and because of this, we are able to attract good admissions. So compared with so many institutions in this region, our institution is being ranked number 1 in Pondicherry region. Then about this conference, already I told you, initially we have started as a national conference, and now we are connected this as an international conference. We want to make this conference as one of the grand events which is being conducted in our institution. So this is a very important milestone and a proud moment of our institution. So definitely this conference provides a better platform for the research scholars, students who are being involved in developing innovative products, to share their technical advancements, findings, and also the outcomes of all their works. So I can say that the research, which is very, very important component in all the institutions, so particularly the engineering institutions, because it speaks about the quality of teaching and learning and also the reputation of the institution. Nowadays, the ranking of the institutions is based mainly on research, innovation, support for startups, entrepreneurship. So these are all the parameters which has got more weightage in the area of ranking that many of you know about it. So if you take any reputed institutions, premier institutions like IITs, NITs, and also in the recent years, there are so many number of private institutions here which are also doing excellent work in the academics and also research. So they teach the subjects only to research, the demonstrations, and they are very good in all other aspects also. So, say as far as the research is concerned, so many of us will have some fear about the research, but actually it is not like that. The problem is how to start the research. So that is the problem, that is the question that is standing before all of you. So if you are very good in fundamentals, if you are able to develop the ability to think in different perspectives and analyzing merits and the demerits of issues and the problems, then develop the analytical skills. So definitely everybody can do the research. So we should have a lot of discussions with the people who are working in the same domain to get more ideas about the research platform. And also it will help us to try to get good solutions for that. Since the technological growth is very tremendous in the recent years, a lot of research problems, issues are available. So the emerging areas like artificial intelligence and machine learning, IoT, blockchain technology, cloud computing. People are talking nowadays more about virtual reality, augmented reality, then ethical hacking, cyber security. Then 3 years back we were very much talking about 4G. Now in the last year onwards we are talking about 5G. Now people started talking about 6th generation technology also in the wireless mobile communication systems. So all these topics are being covered in this conference. So because we have got, say, I told you 200 people are going to be presented. So I think all these areas are covered in the various tracks that we will have for presentation. I hope that this conference will give you a good platform and will give you a great opportunity for all the participants and students to share the information on these recent technologies. My request to all the participants here is to try to attend the presentation in all the tracks and try to have more interaction with the presenters. That only will give you more information about the technology in which the presenter is speaking about, and also it will give motivation to the presenters, and also it will give the opportunity for the presenters to improve their ideas, because most of the papers will get improvement only when it is being presented in the conference, because the audience and the participants of the conference will try to interact with them, and their ideas will be fine-tuned in a better way, so that they will get a lot of improvement in their paper that will be presented in good referred journals. So with this note, I once again extend my sincere warm welcome to the respected guests and all of you present here. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Your exemplary leadership has played a pivotal role in steering Icscan to new heights. Thank you so much, sir. Life is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. Let us hope that brightness of education overcomes the darkness of divisions, injustice, and aggression in society. We would like to appreciate the goddess of wisdom for her blessings by building this land. For seeking the blessings, I invite the dignitaries to build the land. We request any external participant to join. Devam Jyoti Parabrahma, Devam Sarva Namo Bhagat, Devena Satyade Sarvam, Satya Devo Namostude. Devam Jyoti Parabrahma, Devam Sarva Namo Bhagat, Devena Satyade Sarvam, Satya Devo Namostude. Devam Jyoti Parabrahma, Devam Sarva Namo Bhagat, Devena Satyade Sarvam, Satya Devo Namostude.
landscape వచ్చి అశ్విన్ చాలా ల్యాండ్స్కేప్
Thank you, dignitaries, for doing the honors. Now, it's time to felicitate our dignitaries sometimes. I kindly request our beloved principal to honor our chief guest, Dr. B. Murugesan, advisor, Present University, Chennai, former Vice Chancellor, Annamalai University. I deem it as a pleasure in inviting Dr. S. Alamori, Conference Publication Chair, Professor and Head, Department of EC, to honor our beloved principal. Thank you, sir. I would like to invite Dr. R. Reddy, Conference Chair, Professor ECE, to present the Icscan 2023 report.
Pleasant morning to all and all visit over here. On behalf of the organizers of the International Conference on Systems, Computation, Automation and Networking, Icscan 23, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you for the opening of our conference. As the conference chair, I am honored to meet you today and provide you a brief report. Icscan was started in 2018 and here we are in the 5th edition of the conference. Icscan 23 aims at bringing together researchers, scientists, engineers, research scholars, industry professionals and budding students across the globe to a common platform to share their experiences, ideas and research findings on all aspects of electrical, electronics, communication and computer engineering confronting the globe. We received a total of 602 submissions from 6 countries, viz. US, UK, Iraq, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Malaysia, apart from India. We maintain high standards and originality through a double-blind peer review process, which includes verification against plagiarism to ensure the high quality of contributed material as well as adherence to the conference topics. Around 120 technical experts from various parts of the globe participated in the peer review process. Based on the review results, the Technical Program Committee has accepted 194 papers for presentation. We would like to express our sincere thanks to all the reviewers for their time and patience, thereby contributing to their field of expertise. During these 2 days of conference, 20 technical tracks with 20 keynote addresses have been planned. The details about the session chairs and the sessions are as follows. EC Track 1 is session by Dr. P. Jayakumar, Research Faculty of Kalasalikam Academy of Research and Education. ECE Track 2 is chaired by Dr. Vijayalakshmi, Professor, Department of ECE, Pondicherry Technological University, Pondicherry. ECE Track 3 is chaired by Dr. Sundar, Professor, Department of ECE, Berthalur Kamaraj Institute of Engineering and Technology, Karaikal. ECE Track 4 is chaired by Dr. S. Nagiran, Professor, School of Electronics and Technology, Pondicherry University. CSE Track 1 by Dr. P. Sudhakar, Professor and Head, Department of CSE, Annamalai University. Track 2 Department of CSE is chaired by Dr. Jayaraj, Professor and Head, Department of CSE, Pondicherry Technological University, Pondicherry. Track 3 by Dr. Dhanlakshmi, Professor, MVIT, Chennai. Track 4 of CSE by Dr. A. Ramachandran, Professor, University College of Engineering, Pondicherry. Track 1 is by Dr. A. Venkatesan, Associate Professor, Department of NIT Pondicherry. Track 2 by Dr. Hemamani, Joint Director, Directorate of Ranking, Quality Assurance and Accreditation, MVIT Chennai. On 18, ECE Track 5 is chaired by Dr. P.K. Jauhar, Professor ECE, Department of ECE, Present Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. ECE Track 6 by Dr. V. Rajnika, Department of Research and Innovation, Samhita Engineering College, Chennai. ECE Track 7 by Dr. Sudha, Professor, Department of ECU, PTU, Pondicherry. ECE Track 8 by Dr. A. Tenuri, Professor, Department of ECE, King's Engineering College, Chennai. CSE Track 5 by Dr. M. Tenuri, Associate Professor, Department of CSE, PTU. CSE Track 6 by Dr. N. Pugali, Associate Professor, School of Computer and System Sciences, JNU, New Delhi. Track 7 of CSE is by again Dr. Rajnikant. Track 8 of CSE is by Dr. Velmurugan, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, SRM University. Track 3 of EEE is by again Dr. Venkatesan from NIT Pondicherry. And track 4 of EEE is by Dr. Pugali from JNU, New Delhi. Thanks to the session chairs who have accepted to be the part of the conference to debate and highlight the key themes, trends and current practices for the audiences. I am grateful for the participants who have come to share their knowledge. The authors have taken incredible efforts in carrying out the research and preparing their manuscripts. To recognize the outstanding contribution, the conference has instituted the Best Paper Award in each track to authors who excel in terms of the quality of presentation as an additional requirement to the quality of scientific work. I am sure you will have fruitful and rewarding exchanges for the next 2 days. We wish you all success in all your endeavors and look forward to learn about the outcomes of Icscan 2023. We hope that you all enjoy, learn and participate in the Like It Right in your course. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your dedication and tireless efforts truly shaped Icscan 2023 a remarkable success. Now, it's time to release the proceedings of 4th IEEE International Conference on Systems, Computation, Automation and Networking. We kindly request our Chief Guest, Dr. V. Murugesan, Advisor, Present University, Chennai, former Vice Chancellor, Annamalai University, to do us the honor of officially releasing the proceedings. We also request our principal, along with the dignitaries on the dais, to join in receiving the first copies of the proceedings. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. Dear participants, the conference proceedings are now officially released. Each page is a testament to the dedication and innovation. As you receive your copies, may the knowledge contained in these pages continue to inspire and drive advancement in our respective fields.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have Dr. V. Murugesan, Advisor, Present University, Chennai, former Vice Chancellor, Annamalai University as a Chief Guest. A small introductory note about our Chief Guest.
It's my great privilege to introduce the most honorable guest of today's show. Professor V. Murugesan completed BSc, MSc, MPhil and PhD. He was a researcher at the University of Pittsburgh, USA during 1992-93. He has over 34 years of teaching experience and more than 30 years of research experience. He served as the head of the Department of Chemistry, Anna University for 7 years. During his tenure as head, he mobilized grants from both central and state governments. The department has acquired many sophisticated equipment during his stewardship with financial support during DST Fest, UBC SAC, the Tamil Nadu government. His major research interest includes porous catalytic materials for fine chemical synthesis, semiconductor photocatalytic mesophones, and nanostructured materials for pollution abatement. Under the supervision of Professor Murugesan, 35 scholars have completed the PhD degree articles in SCI journals having very good citation metrics. He has a total number of publications in 15,546 as number. His present scope research index is 54. Professor Pondicherry has established international research collaboration in Japan, Germany, Italy, Korea, Taiwan, France, China, Australia, and Russia while he was working in Anna University. He has been awarded the Thomson Reuters India Citation Award 2012 for research excellence and high citations for his research articles. In recognition of his phenomenal and significant contribution to porous materials, the journal Advanced Porous Materials published a special volume commemorating his 65th birthday. After his retirement, he worked for a brief period as Professor of Eminence and Advisor, Center for Research, Anna University. Later, he served as a Registrar and Director, Sponsored Research and Consultancy, B.S. Abdul Rahman Present University, Chennai, for 5 years. He is presently serving as an advisor in the same place. Thank you, sir.
It's our great privilege to invite Dr. V. Murugesan, Advisor, Present University, Chennai, former Vice Chancellor, Anna University, to grace the stage and deliver the inaugural address.
First of all, let me congratulate the institution, Honorable Institute of Technology, for becoming an autonomous institution. I wish and pray that this autonomous institution should grow leaps and bounds and it should become a deemed to be university or a state private university. I wish for this respected Professor Malakkan, Principal, Honorable Vinayagar Institute of Technology, the Conference Chair, Professor Valli, the Publication Chair, Professor Arunmani, other faculty members of the Honorable Vinayagar Institute of Technology, other faculty members from other institutions, participants for this 5th International Conference on Systems, Communication, Automation and Networking, participants from various parts of the state and also the other parts of the country, my dear research scholars and student friends, I deem it a great privilege to participate in this 5th IEEE International Conference IEEE International Conference on Systems Computation, Automation and Networking. I would like to dwell upon the importance of research in the 21st century. Not only research, but innovation, incubation, and startup. That is the order of the day. When you say research, that research is not a pure research. It should be, especially in institutions like technical education or technical institutions, the research should be of applied nature. It should lead to some kind of a new product or new process which should be directly beneficial to the downtrodden and the rural masses. As this institution is situated in a rural area, the research that you pursue is to be directly useful to the community. Whatever the way, if we can contribute to the society, that is the research. For which research, you should have a different altogether, a different perspective, and you should have a different kind of attitude, different kind of motivation and dedication. Research is not just like that You cannot beat and track what you should not take. I am again and again telling to many institutions, many of the researchers now they are doing research in various disciplines. First of all, let me say, in the research, there is no area like civil engineering or mechanical or electrical or electronics or computer science or information technology. There is no what-type compartment between disciplines. The what-type compartment is completely vanished. The physics faculty member can collaborate with the computer science or computer engineering. I would rather say the quantum computing, which is missing in your various topics. The quantum computing is the upcoming area. Today, I am going to give you some research problem also for the engineering faculty. Though I am not an engineer, basically, but served in technical education for almost completed 50 years of service in technical institutions. So, I will be too happy to give some of the important areas in which you have to pursue research. The physics people can collaborate with computer science and engineering in order to develop quantum computing. Because quantum computing, the basic concept of quantum computing is only quantum mechanics. So, if you know something about classical mechanics, the old mechanics, and the latest mechanics is quantum mechanics, which the physics people can be able to tell. Based on the quantum mechanics, you can develop quantum computing. So quantum computing is an area which is upcoming. Whatever the fastest computer which is now solving in a day, the quantum computing which is being developed can be able to complete the entire process within about 30 minutes. That is the fastest computer because it is coming out of quantum dots. It is coming out of quantum dots. So you can process at a very faster rate so that complex problems can be solved, especially if you have big data that cannot be analyzed in an ordinary computer. You have to go in for quantum computing. So quantum computing is a very important area. I would like the organizers, you have to focus a specific national seminar on quantum computing as well as green computing. This is also missing in your topics. These are all some of the upcoming areas where you can play very important role. Similarly, one of the topics I have seen is automation. Globally, automation is playing a very, very pivotal role in many industries. Automation is nothing but making the automation in machineries, in equipment, and that is going to play a very important role in the coming years. When I say automation, it is not only automation of machineries. Now, IT automation is also has come up in many educational institutions. The simplest IT automation in all engineering colleges, in all universities across the country or elsewhere. IT automation is you have to develop the suitable software and systems in order to enable the repeatable processes and also prevent the manpower intervention. That is called IT automation. To cite a simple example for the benefit of research scholars and students, the TCS IAM, which has come about 10 years before. Now Microsoft has also come, many other software has come. Starting from your university or college admission till the student is graduating, everything is automated through Microsoft or TCS IAM. That is called IT automation. There is no manual or manpower intervention in order to manipulate the data or in order to manipulate the certificates. Starting from admission, collecting fees, hostel admission, collecting hostel admission fees, then student attendance. You don't, in those days, we used to carry an attendance book. Nowadays, you don't need to, I do not know whether this institution is IT automated or still you keep physical attendance book, I do not know, but there is no longer the teachers who carry an attendance book into the classroom. If you have an IT automation in the college with some kind of a software, that is where I request the young research scholars and students and also faculty members, let us not go to TCS ION or Microsoft. Why not the research scholars along with the faculty members develop a software for your institution? You know what are all the needs of the institution. That I heard from your principal, there are 36 buses are trying to pick up students, and there may be more vehicles. The logistics, attendance, then examination system, evaluation, awarding grades, and printing provisional certificates, printing graduation degree certificates. Similarly, your admission process, if it is done automatically, there is no malpractice or there is no human interferences involved, and that is the IT automation. Whereas in the sense of automation, we say many of the larger industries across the country or across the world, now the machines are automated. You know, the driverless buses are flying in the western side of US. It is running for 1,000 kilometers or 1,000 miles without a driver or without a conductor. These are all automated, and automation is going to be a very important area. Now, similarly, the research scholars should please note, automation is a very important area where you can think a problem for research. Say, for example, in your own institution, you don't go outside the institution. You think what is to be done in this institution to make it automated of your IT information or IT solutions. Similarly, other automated, say for example, the entry and exit of the students, faculty members, other visitors can be automated, and it can be even number of outsiders who entered into the campus can be automated. Another very important area which you have given is networking. See, this conference, international conference, I really appreciate the conference chair as well as the publication chair and other organizers of this conference. You have incorporated all the 3 or 4 important areas into one under one umbrella, namely systems, computation, automation, and networking. Networking, I think I did not explain much about networking, but I wanted to combine this networking of your computers for either it is a local area network or wide area network. I am not talking about the wide area network or local area network, in addition to your own personal network, and also metropolitan network is also there. But I am not going to talk all those networks, but I wanted to combine that networking with what you have assembled here is only for networking. This is very, very important. The international conference or national conference is not only to get information, it is for sharing information. Please underline the word sharing information and ideas with your friends, with your colleagues, with other participants from other colleges who are in the same profession. The same profession, please underline, who are all working in the same area. Suppose a person is working in IoT, you can sit together and discuss and disseminate the new information or new ideas. That is called inter-institutional research or inter-departmental research. The networking, I mean, the conferences Either it is regional conference or national conference or international conference. According to me, the most important purpose is not presenting your research output, but to network with the same area in which the persons are working, to share your information, share your ideas in a social gathering like this or in a conference like this, which is nothing but if you compare networking of your computers and the networking of human beings, which is almost the same. Networking of human beings to share your ideas and knowledge. Networking of computer is just to share the data or other things available in one computer system. It can be available to other. If you network 2 or more computers, that is what we are calling networking the computers. Similarly, if 10 people in the area of, say, deep learning, if you gather together and discuss, you will get new ideas, new innovations. So, research is not starting just publications alone. When I say publications, I wanted to emphasize because I was director of research for about 5 years at MVIT. In those days, I could see just for getting your PhD degree, one publication in Scopus Index Journal or in Web of Science Index Journal or UGC CAD Journal, do not publish. If you really want to do research and if you want to continue pursue your research, then you have to think out of the box. You should have the lateral thinking. Many of the researchers, including me, I would rather say, but of course I will change my area. Many of our researchers, what their supervisor was doing, they will continue in the same line. They will deviate little away from what the supervisor was doing. They will take a deviation of about 5% or 10%. They will continue the same research. That is not the research. You have to think differently. You have to act differently. You have to visualize differently. That is the research. And that only will give innovation. And that only will give new ideas, new outcome, which will become a startup company. See, now the researchers should think whatever the research that you are going to bring out, it is going to be an innovation. Once it is innovated, you have a new idea to innovate, and that innovation should be incubated for a period of time. And then after you incubate, then it should come as a small startup. And startups are now, in those days, Silicon Valley was only many startup companies, but in India, the government of India as well as government of Tamil Nadu, Startup India, Startup Tamil Nadu, they are giving money. In addition to government agencies, the venture capitalists, angel investors are supporting for your startup. If you have a good idea or a good product that you can come up, or if you are coming up with a new proposal, then getting money is not a problem for startups. They will give one round of money, second round of money, third round of money, and that money is not a problem if you have a good idea. For getting a good idea, your research should be of totally different from what others are doing, either in automation or in networking or in computation, in whichever area you do. When I say I am a fresh researcher, I want to start some kind of it may be a theoretical research or it may be a practical research. If it is a practical research, you have to first plan the experiment. What is the experiment? For the problem which you find out, you have to, first of all, there are 4 steps involved in a research problem solving. First you have to set up the experiment, and then after that you plan the kind of experiment, then you have to do the analysis of the experiment. Before that, you have to design it, because experiment you cannot do it with your 5, 10 fingers. You have to design. You may need a system, or you may need an equipment, or you may need a machinery. So you have to design whatever that is needed for carrying out your experiment. The second part is design. After designing the equipment, then you have to analyze whether these experiments can be done with this kind of a design, whether we can able to do it, the design. And the third one, what I was mentioning is analyze very critically. Analysis is very, very important. After analysis, if it is everything is okay, then you have to implement those experiments. Then only you can do a very effective and very precise experiment. If it is a theoretical one, say some of you may be interested about theoretical computing. Now theoretical computing is a very important area in Western world. So there again you have various steps. So you cannot start any research or just tomorrow I cannot start a research. I have to think. I have to go through the literature, background literature in the particular area. Then I have to do all these assimilations. Then only I have to do research. That only leads to new product or new process, and that only will bring out innovation. So in order to bring innovation in your research, naturally, if you have a new innovation in your research, I request the young faculty members, research scholars and students, please do not publish. Everybody is thinking that publication is very, very important. Please do not publish if your idea, which is coming out as a new idea, whether it is experimental new experiment, whether it is a new theoretical work, you try to patent it. Filing a patent that is called to protect your intellectual property rights. Some of you, knowingly or unknowingly, you may find a new process or a new product. You may publish in a IEEE journal. You may be happy with publishing a research article in a IEEE journal, but your new product or a new process or whatever the new idea that you have got it is worth for hundreds and thousands of dollars. In that case, you are not supposed to make a publication. You have to file a patent, at least Indian patent. If it is of greater value, you try to do foreign country like US patent or other European patents, because patents are only your intellectual property rights. In order to protect your intellectual property rights, patents are very, very important, whereas publication is an open access. Everybody can see. Whereas patent you cannot. Patent you will give only some important salient points. Nothing can be understood except the author. Others cannot be able to understand what is the intricacies present in the patent. So now, more than publication, patenting, filing patents is important. If any of you want to get information about patent filing, there is a patent office in Hindi, opposite to the Hindi railway station. The Government of India has opened a patent office. You can visit the patent office at Madras Hindi railway station opposite. You can get ideas, or I request the principal or the persons who is in charge of research can bring a person from there, ask them to give a lecture about the importance of patent filing and how to protect your intellectual property right. I think as an autonomous institution, you should have an IPR cell in the campus. Similarly, you should have a R&D center in the university, and the IPR cell is very, very important. And for which you can invite some of the persons who are well aware of this intellectual property rights. That is very, very important. Coming to the conference, I am very happy to learn there are 600 abstracts have been received, and it is going to be conducted in parallel sessions. Now, in an international conference, my humble submission to the organizers as well as the principal, let us take on a narrow topic like, say, quantum computing, or Internet of Things, or blockchain technology, or machine learning. There are so many upcoming things which are there, or robotics and automation, or automation. In a narrow area, if you arrange an international conference, because this is a multifaceted area wherein everybody will be presenting the research work in different sessions. Instead, an international conference, you can organize a series of international conferences on the upcoming small, narrow area, so that your faculty members and research scholars will get very intricacies about that particular area. I have read an article last week. You know, classical engine, like petrol engine or diesel engine. Have you heard about quantum engine? Now, the German scientist has appeared last week, Nature publication. Quantum engine, ordinary engine is called classical engine. You know, the four-stroke engine. Whether it is a petrol engine, let us take a petrol engine in which we have how the energy by combustion of the fuel air, we get the heat energy. Heat energy is converted to work that moves the piston and the vehicle moves. That is I am telling in a simple language. There are 4 steps involved in this. One, you have to compress the fuel, then ignite the fuel, then on ignition you will get energy, and the energy is to drive the piston. Then the piston, after moving the vehicle, it will come back to the original position. These are the 4 steps. Now, please take last week Hindu paper, the science and technology, where you are coming across quantum, like quantum computing, quantum engine, in which is a very interesting article. I want to ask some of the faculty members, you must think about quantum computing as well as quantum engine. The quantum engine also there are 4 steps involved, like the conventional or the classical engine, 4 steps are involved. You know, the electrons in the nucleus, which is nucleus surrounding that, the electrons are involving. Of course, many of you have studied Pauli exclusive principle in your school or BE first year chemistry, but no 2 electrons will have the same energy level. That is the Pauli's principle. No 2 electrons will have the same energy, and these electrons are called promoters and bosons, and they have a different kind of energy. And converting this one energy into another energy, you can generate some kind of a difference in energy can be generated, and that can be converted into work, which is going to be the quantum engine. Like that, there are very many things are coming up, and there is no, as I was mentioning, there is no watertight compartment between the engine which I am mentioning about quantum engine, where the chemistry man collaborates with the mechanical engineer, or other persons can collaborate and try to find out what is happening in the quantum engine. There are many areas we can go on talking now. In the 21st century, there is tremendous amount of potential and opportunities are available, especially in the computer science and engineering as well as in IT. After the IT revolution, there are enormous amount of scope is there for carrying out your research, and the research should be a novel research, and it should be original research. When I say novel research and original research, I also want to caution all the supervisors present here. Please be careful about your research scholars publications, because India is considered to be one of the largest number of papers which contains plagiarism. So the students somehow or other they wanted to get a degree, they will copy something from the already published work. We the supervisors should be doubly careful. There are softwares which are available. The best software is not the UGC software, but the Turnitin software, which can check how much is the percentage of plagiarism present in the research article. Even I would rather request your principal and also other authorities, even when the 8th semester students are writing their project work or the PG students are writing their project thesis, it should be checked for plagiarism. You must set an example that this should be the amount of copyrights. Maybe you can fix about 10% or 12% or 15%, beyond which the authorities should not accept the project work or the thesis. Similarly, the PhD thesis should also be done for plagiarism check using Turnitin software. So, as I mentioned already, the areas which are going to be deliberated in the next 2 days are very, very important areas. Especially, I believe the automation, computation and networking is very important area. There are new and novel things can happen in these areas. I'm sure this 2-day conference will deliberate very wide areas of interest, and more than presentation, more than discussion, networking among interested persons should happen. It is not during the session, but during your lunch time, during your dinner time, you should have this kind of a networking. And this networking should not stop today and tomorrow. You should continue this networking through email, through FaceTime, so that you can have a joint publications. Say, for example, you network with other person in New Delhi or in Pune or in IIC Bangalore, you can always keep in touch. But you please have networking in the area if it's the other person is also interested. Suppose the other person is a mechanical engineer, you are interested about IoT or blockchain technology, then you have a network with your own group so that your knowledge will broaden. If you have a networking of persons in the same profession or in the same area, then your knowledge will be expanded and you can have a joint publications. Generally now, in the ranking and in the accreditation, instead of one department and one person is making a publication, if it is of different departments which have got a more value. If it is between institutions, it is still more valuable for accreditation as well as ranking, and that is why I consider networking with your friends who are all working in the same area is very, very important. I wish that this 2-day conference will deliberate not only on the technical aspects, but also you will strengthen your networking so that you will be and others will be beneficial for long run for research, innovation and also startup. I take this opportunity to thank the principals, the organizers and the management for having given me a chance to share some of my views on research, innovation and other things. I wish the participants all the success in the 2-day deliberations, and I am sure this particular conference will bring out fruitful results by way of joint publications and joint project proposals is also possible. I wish you all the best. Once again, I thank the organizers for having given me this wonderful opportunity. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm wishes for our institution on achieving the autonomy. We feel blessed by your presence here today, sir. We will surely use your suggestions in your future. Your wisdom and perspectives have set the tone and elevated the quality of our conference. Icscan 20. Thank you once again, sir.
Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. To acknowledge and appreciate the dedicated individuals who played pivotal roles in the success of this conference, I kindly request Dr. S. Arulmozhi, Conference Publication Chair, Professor Advocate ECE, to deliver the words of gratitude.
Respected Chief Guest, distinguished faculty members, participants, delegates. On behalf of the organizing committee of the International Conference, Systems of Computation, Automation and Networking, at our institute, it's my privilege and honor to extend heartfelt gratitude to all who made this event grants exceptional success. First and foremost, I profoundly pay my gratitude to our chief guest of today, Dr. Mukesh, advisor to Present University. And his words is really enriching us. So he has asked us to network more. Definitely, event like this will bring us to a lot of networking events. And I was astonished as he is being updating his knowledge constantly, sir. And he was explaining the principles of what I did. It was due to even I was wondering how he could explain the policy at this level. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful words. And I will assure you that we will take the conference to the next level. At least in some sessions we will have a specific track for niche areas like quantum computing and so on. Thank you for your valuable advice, sir. And at the outset, I would humbly place into record that our institute have already started the innovation concepts and filing patterns. So we have almost 100 design grants already available, and 35 patents have been filed. And to take pride, we have been granted 2 patents already, and we have copyrights also. And I should, at the outset, I should thank our friend Dr. Jaykumar, who has been supporting us for getting 2 patents. Thank you for your valuable words. It's indeed a pleasure to have you at this dedicated forum. And next, I would like to thank Dr. K. Potkumaran, who was about to be here, but due to his busy schedule, he couldn't attend our institute. He is the IEEE chairman. I thank him virtually on behalf of our organizing team. We next thank our management for being a constant support and giving us all the facilities that we require, and never nodding for any of the cases. And I also thank our beloved principal, who has been the backbone and the driving force for all these kinds of events. Thank you, sir. And next, I would like to thank all our track chairs who has been, some of you are here, welcome you all, and thank you for joining us. And all the reviewers who have done a great job for picking up papers. And it was a really great job for me to, actually we have more rejections than acceptance. It was with the help of reviewers I could do that. And it is really painful also to reject many of the works, but the reviewers gave a good comments to actually choose the best papers in our conference. I would like to thank them all. Then I would like to welcome all the participants and thank them for choosing the Pondicherry Institute of Technology. And it is indeed a great moment to have you all here. We express our gratitude to all the persons who have come here, because I would like to mention at this outset, earlier in research, now Sam was pointing about Turnitin. Turnitin gives a similarity index to some extent, but IEEE has given a platform like Crosschecker, which is using an AI tool, and it is finding a flag more than Turnitin. Actually, some of the people have been fighting with us. The similarity index is less, but the plagiarism is high. So you people can so it was really difficult to convince the people also. But and I should thank all the people who are not present at the paper. Whenever we get a review, who is the resource person for conducting this kind of event in our institute. Thank you, ma'am. And I thank all the HODs who have been supporting us in all various aspects, all the committee members, our placement coordinator for their tireless and efforts. Thank you all. So last I would like to thank our IEEE Madras session who has been sponsoring us for this great event.
Words, pureness in our blood, pride in our souls, zeal in our hearts. Let's all rise for national anthem and salute the nation.
Formal inauguration session is over now. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey of discovery does not end here. May your interactions be insightful, your discussions be thought-provoking, and your contributions be significant. Thank you all.